Stephen Kotler, I want to start a company. So tell me how to go big, impact the world. Tell me how to be bold.
There's really never been a better time for you to be bold, right? For the first time ever, and a lot of it is because of the advantages you gain from exponentially growing technology, right? Technology is moving so quickly. For the very first time in history, small teams of entrepreneurs, individuals have the same power that large corporations and big governments did 10 to 20 years ago. So today, for the very first time, anybody can take on grand, global, world-changing challenges. And we're seeing this over and over and over again.
Does the fictional bold company I want to start have to be the next Google? Whatever happened to opening a small business, a corner deli? Why does it have to be something scalable, something huge?
It doesn't have to be something scalable, right? For right now, 50% of America's GDP is small business and entrepreneurship and startups. So you can start your small company, you can start your big company. What is different today is entrepreneurs can play at scale for the very first time, right? It used to be, if you wanted to play at scale, you had to be a billionaire. It was for the robber barons, it was for folks like that. Today, anybody can play at scale, and that's what's really changed.
One example you give in the book is 3D printing. So why is this the bold idea which is going to take over the world?
3D printing is one of 5 or 6 exponential technologies we look at deeply and bold, right? And what's cool about 3D printing, it's been in a deceptive phase. We haven't noticed the growth for a while, for about 20 years, but now it's starting to pop up everywhere. What's cool about it is a new interface has showed up. It's plug and play simple. If you can, basically, children can do it. If you're 5 years old, you can do it. And what we're talking about with 3D printing is the democratization of manufacturing, right? So it's a $10 trillion industry, 1/6 of the global economy, and 3D printing means anybody can get in and play there.
In the book, you talk about crowdsourcing as a way for new entrepreneurs to get bold. So talk about how this is changing the system where normally you'd have to go to the bank and get a loan. Now you can go to Lending Club, you can go to your friends. How is this changing the system for people who want to go bold like me?
For sure. Crowd-powered tools, so crowdfunding, crowdsourcing, they're exploding, right? Equity crowdfunding financially made the biggest difference. By 2020, the estimates are it's going to be a $50 billion market. That's huge. That's massive access to capital. Entrepreneurs have never had that much access. With crowdsourcing, it has really, really matured. So at this point, you want to program an AI, you want to hire a quantum physicist, anything you need, you can find, right? The expert talent you need to run your business, doesn't matter where you are, you can find it. So that's what it really opens up. It's access to talent and access to capital that we've never had before.
And then finally, let's say I don't want to start that fictional company. I just want to invest in one. I want to find the next hot, bold sector. How do I do it?
So obviously, VCs have been looking at indicators for a really, really long time. What we look at in bold, and we think is the most important indicator, is the development of a user-friendly interface. So we saw this with the web, right? The web, long history, it was military, it was scientists, nobody really was on there until Mark Andreessen invents Mosaic, and suddenly anybody can get in there. Same thing is happening with 3D printing. We have new interfaces, as I said. Anybody can use a 3D printer. Robotics, used to be a computer scientist to program a robot. Now with robots like Baxter, you just have to move the robot's arms and it will follow the pattern you did. So anybody can get in. Once you have the interface, everything explodes.
All right, thanks a lot, Stephen.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for watching The Street.